What's the Not Your Finest Hour podcast? What is that all? I mean, I've heard stories.
Not Our Finest Hour podcast. I'll have to check out one of these days when I get a minute to listen to it. I've been told it's not for everyone. Just the general reviews I hear on it. It has been getting really good reviews.
And I've never personally listened to it, but I have heard it's not for everyone.
I listened to the Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Just great podcast. I've really enjoyed that.
I'm not endorsing anything. But what Caleb told me, he said, don't endorse anything unless you listen to it first.
I do once in a while listen in, and it's a lot of fun. But I do got to be careful. It is not for everyone.
Caleb Allman is always dropping nugs that it's one of the most value-added shows out there.
Of course, through all the Not Our Finest Hour, you guys poking fun at so much different stuff is absolutely killer.
I don't feel any oppression tonight. In fact, I feel very free. The Not Our Finest Hour podcast. Thanks for being here.
I'm Interlock in, and I wouldn't fucking miss the Not Our Finest Hour podcast for nothing.
Welcome to the beginning of the podcast, once again being recorded on a Thursday because we're just landscapers and we're always last minute. So that's the way it goes. Unless you guys have some different input.
No, I always tell clients it'll be about a month, 2 months. I never give them an exact date. Just like we never have an exact date to record the podcast anymore.
That's true.
It used to be a Tuesday thing, and then we let it slide, and now it's a Thursday evening thing.
Maybe we should start recording it live on Fridays.
Yeah.
Live
We can start doing that on our YouTube channel. Some live podcast episodes.
Send them out there live.
Yeah, I wonder how many viewers we'd get.
I don't know. Probably some. There's got to be some people that aren't working that are doing nothing that want to watch. I think we sold off 2 of our pickup trucks, so the conversion to all cheap pickup trucks is full blown.
Nice.
No.
It's a full blown conversion. I sold this GMC that Kelly used to drive. And sorry?
Sandblasting kid?
Yeah, to the sandblasting kid, who's a nice kid. And the next day he called me and said, "Hey, there's a Carfax ding on this thing." And I said, "Okay, well, like the guy who had it before us, if the thing got dinged, he would have just taken it to the dealership and got a new one. He would never have driven it." And like Robert wouldn't have driven, and like fucking Kelly had it. She didn't ding it. So I'm like, I don't know what this is, man. So then we started doing this investigation into it. Well, to be fair, Kelly did an investigation into it because I moved on with my life to some other problem. And because it got boring, this problem. There was a lot of emailing and phone calling, and I'm not good at that stuff. So anyways, it's almost impossible to get a ding off the Carfax, even if it's total bullshit.
What's a ding on a Carfax? Like
It says right side, major damage, right side of truck or something on the fucking Carfax.
But is it not fit to drive? Like
that never happened on June 22nd, 2022.
But either the truck is still drivable or it's not. Why does it matter?
It never happened. Oh, well, people don't want trucks or vehicles that have a ding on the Carfax that lowers the value of the vehicles, right?
I would have told the kid, give me the truck back, I'll give you your money. Forget it.
Oh, I said I was going to crush
this fucking game.
No, he never asked for a discount. He was just pointing out. The kid never once asked me to discount the truck, to be fair, okay? All he said was, "Hey, you said this truck had a clean Carfax, and it doesn't. I'm letting you know."
That would have been enough for me to take the truck back. I would have said, "Get lost. Kick rocks. I don't need your money."
Well, I think it was a legitimate point that he made.
Yeah, but you didn't know about it either. It's a pain in the ass.
It is a big pain in the ass. So then I thought the best solution would be to take it to the scrapyard and crush it.
Is that what you told him?
Yeah.
Yes.
I said, I feel like the best solution to this problem is to take it to the scrapyard and crush it. He was like, "Whoa." And I was like, seriously, man, like whether we crush this truck or don't crush this truck, it will have zero effect on my life. Nothing in my life. And then his father called me, who's also a very nice person, and said, "Hey, man, like, did he insult you by telling you there's something wrong with the Carfax?" I said, "No, he's being truthful." And I was lying because I didn't know I was lying, but I was lying, right? I didn't know about it, but I said, now I'm more worried about like, is your son going to end up with some truck that's got a bunch of fraudulent claims on it? Because someone's committing fraud by putting a ding on the Carfax that never happened. So Kelly, then Carfax told Kelly, you have to prove that it didn't happen. Well, like, how the fuck do you prove that? She got her license and got a recording of her license, says clean. Got our insurance company to say we never made any claims against the vehicle. And then now, apparently, one of the guys was telling me that the only way to prove that the vehicle hasn't been in an accident is to do a full scan of the paint, because they can never match factory paint. It'll look the same, but the chemical compounds in it are different or something. So if you scan it, that's how they do at the auctions now. They scan all the cars and they can tell you if they've been fucked with.
Interesting.
And I'm like, all of this seems like a tremendous pain in the ass. We should just crush the truck.
Yeah.
Because after driving, I drove it for a few days. I used to love GMC trucks. I was like, I can't drive these trucks anymore after driving the Dodge. I can't drive it. Like the storage compartments aren't well laid out. There's nowhere to put your shit. Like, people who love them, hey, props to you. But I was like, I'm struggling with the storage area. It's like there's a bin in the center, but it's just like a big bin. You know, the Dodge has multiple layers and it opens all different ways. The GM is just like a big, huge fucking bin. And I'm like, I don't understand this. And the cup holders don't slide to adjust to where you want it's anyways, whatever.
I've never heard someone switch to a GM from another brand, but I've heard lots of stories of people in a GM switching out. I'm like, oh, this is great. Should have done this years ago. Yeah, I've never.
I think it's a nice looking truck.
Yeah, it looks
Very,
good.
very sharp looking truck.
Yeah.
I don't know, whatever. Then I put the black Dodge up on Facebook that we have, and a guy from the yard ended up buying that. So that's 2 down. Fuck yeah. I bought a truck, 2015 Chevy Silverado for 12,000, cap, 4x4, black.
That's above your budget. I thought you were aiming for 8,000.
8 to 10. It was above my budget, but it's from Ontario Motor Sales, which is like a big GM dealer, and it was serviced there, sold there, and serviced there for every service. So I felt like getting one that had a great service history was probably a better idea for a couple $1,000.
Nice.
Right on.
So we are fully invested in let's get rid of every kind of expensive truck that we have off the planet. I got one left to get rid of, the white one. And then I think I'm going to buy myself like a fucking $5,000 pickup truck.
What's the white one worth?
I don't know. It's got 280K on it. It's a 2019. The bumper is smashed to fuck from when I drove into the rock.
So that might be your $10,000 pickup truck. Maybe you should keep it.
No, I think it's still worth 35. It's a,
Deal?
yeah, it's a 2500 Laramie edition Cummins turbo diesel. I think I can get 35 for it in a day. Everyone loves that fucking truck.
Yeah.
Everyone who sees it is like, this is like the sickest looking truck. And I'm like, and everyone's like, man, I love that chain. I'm like, yeah, do you love the huge smash bumper behind the chain? The chain is the greatest accessory I ever added to a vehicle in my life. People love the chain, and it hides the smashed bumper. And the chain was only 100 but I bought 2 locks for it because I was worried someone's going to try to fucking steal the chain, or the chain was going to fall off the fucking truck. So it's locked in place. But all in the chain, and there's a massive hook on the chain now, the biggest hook I could buy. So all in the chain and the hook, I'm in like 120, 150 maybe. Best accessory I ever put on a vehicle was this huge chain to cover this. I still think that truck's worth between 30 and 35. And I think I'll get it for it. And then I won't have anything to drive.
Oh,
So I'll have to buy I'm on the prowl for more of these $12,000 deals.
yikes. Yikes.
I know everyone keeps saying that to me. I'm like, all right. I don't. The three pickup trucks were costing us 50,000 a year. I just don't see myself spending 50,000 a year on repairs on these four pickup trucks that are only worth 12 grand each. I
Yeah, but if
only
you start
I,
leaving the guys stranded, that can add up real quick.
I only need two pickup trucks though. Not really. Uber.
Uber.
I can send an Uber right to my like I don't live in Cornwall, so there's
Uber with the
Ubers everywhere.
shovels and rakes and wheelbarrows in the back.
They're not in the trucks. We have tool trailers. We don't carry anything in the trucks. There's never any tools in the trucks.
If
There's never any.
shitty trucks break down with the tool trailers behind them on the way to the site, then what do you do?
We'll go get four more.
I
Well,
don't.
there's going to be two extra ones in the yard, so
I
we'll go
think
get
this
one.
happens one time before you're like, fuck this plan. Let's buy another Dodge, brand new Dodge.
I don't see it happening.
Hmm.
I'd rather have seven pickup trucks in the yard than one brand new Dodge. I'll buy 10 of the fucking things. I don't care. They're 10 grand each.
Are you
I
trying to
would
get
buy-
matching colors to these trucks?
No,
or
I don't give a
no?
fuck about
No.
fuck care.
Oh my God.
No one cares about anything except the lowest price.
Are you going to sticker
In the
them?
business we're in. In the like we now
Oh, I
have we are now doing like less than 5% of our sales in residential. So I don't give a fuck. Like whatever.
I
And
get
most
that.
of the residential work we did get, we sub out anyways. Someone else's truck is in front of the fucking house.
I get that. But is it not a good feeling? Like at least where I'm from, people always say, "Holy shit, your company is getting big," or "Holy shit, you've grown," or "Holy shit, we see you everywhere."
I don't want anyone to know
Me,
how big
that
our company is ever.
I like that.
I fucking hate it. I want people to think that we're broke, destitute, and we barely exist.
No, not us.
I don't. That's why we have like all the like. You would never know that we run 7 triaxles a day because we own 2 that are very lightly stickered. And then I could buy 7 triaxles and put them on the road and keep them busy every day and look like a hero with a lot of trucks. Or I can just get brokers and no one really knows how big the company is and I could fucking care less what anyone thinks about me. So,
I just like it. It's good to know that you've grown something.
but you're allowed to like it.
Yeah, that's
You're
part of the
you're
problem.
you're allowed to love that.
Business. I can run it how I like.
Exactly. That's the great thing about it. You can sticker all your trucks and they can all match and spend hundreds, thousands of dollars and love it. And that's totally legitimate.
Oh, I do.
And I can buy $10,000 trucks that don't match and have no stickers on them and fucking love that too.
Yeah,
There's no
Yeah.
right way to do it.
there's no right way to do it.
You have to be doing it for your own happiness. And expensive pickup trucks make me sad.
Oh, they make me happy.
I don't want them.
Me
I
happy.
fucking hate them.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah. I just
Like
feel
the
like
ones
there's so
I
much
bought-
better things I could do with my money.
Uh, no, I get the happiness out of it. The one that I bought, they're like, oh, this one has a spray-in bed liner. We forgot to add that to the bill.
It's not my fucking problem.
Yeah, and I said it's fine if you want to add it to the bill now that everything is done. I said you can do that, but I won't forget it. Right? Like if you do that now after the deal is done, I'll pay the bill, no problem. But when it comes next time for me to buy my truck, I'll remember that, and it might not be here. Right? Like I told them, if my company forgot something like that, we'd eat it. We're not
Yes.
coming back with our hands out after the fact.
Absolutely, you would eat it. Yes.
So I said, you can either do the same or you can potentially not make the next sale.
What did they
You decide.
choose?
She called me back 2 minutes later. She's like, yeah, we're going to eat it. I said, smart decision, Kim.
But you're not
Good
going to
work.
buy a Ford again.
It wasn't a Ford, it was a Ram.
Oh, I thought you were talking about your.
No, the one we just bought.
Okay, gotcha.
So, and
Good
then
work,
they said,
Kim.
another one coming in next week. It's the same, but without the bed liner. Do you want that one instead? I said, no. This deal
Why
is
the
done.
fuck would I want the one you made a deal on this truck?
Yeah,
Stop trying. How much is a bed liner worth?
750 or something.
These people are really willing to like smoke a deal over $750.
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm like, it really isn't a lot of money. Do you want to make something out of it, or you're just gonna let it go? Called me back. We're gonna let it go. Okay, smart decision.
It was you that fucked up, not you. It wasn't you that fucked up. It was them.
It was them, yeah. Yeah. What do you want me to say? Yeah, add it to the finance, redo all the paperwork? No,
Fuck that.
fuck that. So
That being said, I have considered buying a new pickup truck for myself, but
because the
then I
last
don't.
you
I also thought it would be really fun to uh buy more pickup trucks. 12, 10. I think we can expand the budget to like $12,000 on these pickup trucks. And then once we have three of them in the fleet, take back the original brown truck with the 500,000 kilometers it, and I'll start driving that.
oh no.
I think that would be sick. It's the truck that I started with. That
I
would be
hope the truck
awesome.
that I started with is in a ball in buried somewhere at the bottom of a scrapyard. That
Oh,
was such
you started longer ago than I did.
yeah, that truck was a 2002 Sierra with a kicked in side. Oh yeah, that thing was a fucking turd. Yeah, don't miss that truck. I remember we were cutting. I was working at a golf course. We were doing brick at a golf course, and we had a big wet saw, and we didn't have a stand for the wet saw, so I set the truck in the back of, or I set the saw in the back of the truck, but it didn't have a spray guard at the back. So at the end of the day, my window was coated in fucking slurry. It wouldn't come off. It was baking there in the sun all day. I'm like, truck's a piece of shit anyway. So yeah,
That's
that was a weapon.
my problem with the whole truck thing is like whether the guys have a $12,000 pickup truck or a $100,000 pickup truck, they're gonna cut with a saw and spray slurry all over the back. So, or I'm gonna show up on a job site and the windows will all be down because they're worried it might be hot when they get in. Like, you know what you could do? Like 10 minutes before you leave, open the doors when there's no dust everywhere. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
no, it's
Good.
better to leave. Just fucking leave those windows down. All fuck. I took the black truck to get detailed to this like drive-through car wash thing on Saturday. So you go through the car wash and you come around, then there's a detail. So I pulled up to where you pay, and the lady said, "What package do you want?" I said, "What packages do you have?" And they said, "Well, we got this bronze package or this gold package." I said, "How much is the gold package?" She said, $75. I said, "Sign me up." Because this is gonna be the hardest $75 you fuckers have ever made. This pickup truck has consistently sat with all four windows down on the dustiest job sites on the planet for the last 2.5 years. It is disgusting. There is 2 inches of dust inside this truck. So I pulled up. I parked the truck in the area where they start doing the detailing. They opened the doors. One guy opened the door and started screaming in whatever language Sikh people speak. And then another Sikh person came over and started screaming. And then there ended up being 6 of them flurrying on this truck for like an hour. I was like, these people are making no money on this truck. And when it came out, I would say if you were to get in it, you would give it a 5 out of 10 on the cleanliness. But then if you took how it looked before these people had it, I gave them a $50 tip collectively because the truck compared to what it was looks spectacular. But I think I'm going to take it back and get it detailed again for $75. Because I think if I got it detailed 2 or 3 times, it would really come out nice.
Yikes.
But as I was sitting there in the truck full of dust,
They detailed it with you in it?
no, before I drove in,
Oh, okay.
like as I was waiting for them to be prepared to detail it, I looked around that truck and I'm like, selling all these expensive pickup trucks is the greatest thing I've ever done with my life. Of all the accomplishments of my life, this is the greatest accomplishment, is getting rid of these expensive fucking pickup trucks that no one gives a fuck about.
I probably thought the same thing about the ASV before I bought it. So you be careful.
The great thing about shitty old pickup trucks is there's hundreds of them. You can just keep looking at them, buying another one, buying another one. I'll start a fucking scrapyard. We'll have some parts trucks.
You can start a dealership.
We'll start a fucking dealership. Yeah, exactly. I predict this because I'm the only person who thinks this is a good idea. Every single person I've talked to is like, I don't think this is a good idea, Mike. Everybody. So I openly predict right here on this podcast this is going to blow up in my face and it's going to be a shit show. But I need to go down this road. It doesn't matter how many people tell me this is a mistake, how many SOPs and softwares tell me that this is a disaster. It doesn't matter. I need to walk this road and learn for myself because it's the only way I learn a lesson.
Yeah.
I should get someone to come and do a consult with me before I do this. They'd probably think this is fucking stupid. I don't care. It's like such a relief. Every time we sell one, it makes me so fucking happy that I'll never have to see that fucking pickup truck again. I hate pickup trucks. That's the conclusion I've come to. My actual conclusion is I fucking hate pickup trucks. I just look at them, I'm like, they're so expensive. They make no fucking money. They're fucking useless. Like, I'd much rather buy a triaxle. I can buy a decent triaxle for 100 grand. Why the fuck do I want a pickup truck for 100 grand when I can buy a decent triaxle for 100 grand? But then decent triaxles for 100 grand also break down a lot and irritate the fuck out of you. So then you end up with $300,000 triaxles and $330,000 bin trucks. And
Is yours ready?
no, it's getting PDI'd at Kenworth.
How long does that take?
Who fucking knows? They were like, oh, we're going to take it to Kenworth. It might be a couple weeks. I'm like, what the fuck? It's brand new. Certify the thing. Put a fucking sticker on it. Take 5 pictures or whatever the fuck you have to do. How hard? Like, where is this thing? I will go to Kenworth and when I get there, they will fucking PDI it. A PDI should take a couple hours. The fuck are they doing to it?
It's just like a detailing, right?
I should fucking certify. They need to put the certification sticker on it and then it gets licensed.
Yeah.
How fucking hard is this? But like anything that you're doing, it's just trying to do is just fucking painful. Trying to do anything is painful.
Yeah. You know what I think is really useless? We were looking for we don't have enough trucks again, somehow. We've been sending a truck up to Ottawa every day with Bernie to water because there's a little bit of sod that we have to water every day now for 2 weeks. So that leaves one of the crews without a truck. So I'm looking online, like, oh, there's an auction coming up. Can I get a used little dump truck or something like that for cheap?
My friend's selling a great little dump truck.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, probably the best taken care of little dump truck on the planet.
A little money for a little dump truck or what?
Let me see.
Because I do not want to spend a lot of money.
Have you guys ever bought a truck from an auction before?
I haven't.
No.
But like I was looking at pictures of people who have their trucks for sale, and a lot of them do that thing where they put the coin in the tire and like stamp it up with their finger. To me, that's the most useless fucking information. Tires are cheap. Let me know that the motor's not going to fucking grenade itself in the first 500 kilometers.
Everything to do with those. Sorry, go ahead.
I don't give a shit about how much tread is left on the tires. That's my least important thing about the vehicle that you're trying to sell is how much tread is on the tires.
I agree with you. It is stupid.
Like, tires are $200 a piece. If we're worried about the tread on a tire, we have bigger problems.
I agree with that.
So
I'm trying to find this truck. Rob had it for sale.
maybe it's sold already.
No, he helped me put the plow on the truck that we're selling. There's another fucking thing that I was happy to see go. Fucking snowplow. He came to the yard and he said, maybe he sold it today. I don't know. I think it's a 2019. It was in his fleet, so I can tell you it was fucking ridiculously well taken care of. And I think he wanted 60 grand for it.
Hey, is that a Ram? Did I see that somewhere?
No, it's a GMC
Oh,
Sierra
yeah.
regular cab Duramax with it has an aluminum dump body on it.
I have all aluminum dump bodies. I like that.
I'm gonna text him and say Chad wants to buy your truck.
No, don't. I won't. It's a GM. I can't.
Really?
I can't, yeah.
Oh.
Unless it was nearly free, I couldn't have a GM. So,
Uh,
um, I went for a site visit yesterday in our Smith Falls job, and the GC had told me, "Oh yeah, I've got a meeting there at 9. You can just come whenever because you don't need to be at that meeting." And I'm like, "Great, I'll come in around 10. I just have to measure for sod quantities anyway, and by then you'll know how much sod we're actually doing." And I said, "Yeah, sounds great." And I show up around 10, quarter after 10, with my wheel and my little book to a meeting of 8 people waiting for me. And they're like, "Great, we're glad you're here. We really wanted your input on this." I'm like, "Oh, I thought it was just measuring sod quantities." And it's 40 degrees out. And it's like, I don't want to talk to people, but here we are. And they were asking about my input on what should be sawed and stuff. And Via Rail is arguing with CN, who's arguing with the parks. And it's very important that this area gets sawed, but not this area. And so I ended up mediating the discussion about what areas get topsoil and seed and which areas get topsoil and sod. And one of the guys was like, "Chad, you're a taxpayer. You should be up for spending as little money as possible." As a taxpayer, he's like, "We're all taxpayers here." And I said, "Rocco, the only way for me to get some of my tax money back is for us to go with the most expensive option possible here. Like, it's the only way I can fight to get my tax money back is government jobs where we make some money." So he was a little upset that I wasn't on his side. But in the grand scheme of things, there's a heck of a lot of sod going down. I gotta pull water out of the.
why would you possibly want less work?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's something to be said for getting out of there and getting paid. Like finishing the job, we can invoice for the whole thing, and now let's move on to something else. Um, we've done that a lot of times, right? Like there's a lot of times when we just don't need more work from that job because we have other obligations to fill. But I said yes. I told them I'm just a yes man. You guys decide what you want to do and we will do it. I don't necessarily want the input on what we should do here. When do you ever ask the landscaper what we should do here?
When do they ever ask the landscaper what they should do here? I don't know. Bins are busy tomorrow.
Our bins are busy and we don't even have bins. We had 3 people call and ask us for like garbage bins. Like we might accidentally get in the garbage business.
Fuck the garbage business.
Like
Like I
advertising this? Where are
know,
these
like
coming from?
another general contractor is like, "Hey, I need 2 bins this weekend." I'm like, "I have one and it's like a dirt bin right now that I need because we haven't picked our other ones up yet." So I'm like, "We can get bins and help you in the future if this is something that you want." It's like, "Yeah, we need bins." Okay. I thought other people had the garbage market cornered, but I guess not. Like, how much
Hmm.
is too much to take on whenever your bin truck was only supposed to be for you?
Any one client is too much to take on if it's only supposed to be for you.
Yeah, it's going to come to a point where I'm suffering in my own side of things because there's
Very,
out.
very, very, very quickly it will come to that point.
Might as
Ooh,
well order that next truck.
Yep.
I would love to get it. Like I drove the thing for 4 or 5 hours today, And I had just had the biggest smile on my face the whole time.
Have you wrapped it yet?
No, it's supposed to
Oh,
be tomorrow, but
oh.
well, it's not a full wrap. It's like just our stripe and everything. That's supposed to happen tomorrow, but we'll see.
Are you gonna put stickers on the bins too?
Yeah, just NDL across the
Yeah.
back of it. Yeah, just so that someone has something to get pissed off at whenever they see our bin sitting on the road all week. So I almost wanted to put nothing, but too proud not to put anything on the bins.
Are you
You
gonna get
just
another bin, or just stick with the
We
one?
have we have three,
Oh, okay.
but two of them are sitting hostage in Ottawa for the company that was supposed to install the Palfinger hook lift. They're sitting at that yard in Ottawa because they thought it was a done deal with them before they fucked me on the hook.
Uh,
So now we gotta drive there and get them.
hmm.
hmm.
But I feel like how long does it take to recoup your money on a bin at $9,000 a piece?
A long time,
Yeah, like this is a long game.
very long.
Do you ever get sick of the bins? Like you're selling all these trucks, why don't you sell some bins that you don't need?
If Cody ever quits, I'll sell every bin and every bin truck I have.
Hmm.
I would never do it if she quits. She likes doing it. She likes the bin trucks. It's what her preference is. She doesn't want to try it. If she came to me tomorrow and said, I need a traxle, every bin and every truck would be for sale. I'm like, yours is brand new, so I don't want to be a deterrent, but they're just fucking suck. Everything about them sucks. They just break and they break and they break and they break. And but again, you're not doing what we do with the bins, right? Like
At
you're
this point,
doing, yeah, at this point. I agreed. At this point, you're doing the like you're saying that your partner's truck is very reliable, but he's never gone around hooking 40 bins a week.
no, no, that's
So, like if you keep the truck working for you and or if you just hook garbage, I get garbage isn't hard on the trucks,
no.
but hooking full fill bins is,
Yeah, that's a hard life.
it's a very hard life for the trucks. And Cody likes the bin trucks. She prefers them. I think she likes it's a different life than driving a triaxle. Driving a triaxle is can be a very lonely life, right?
Yeah.
You're by yourself all the time, every day. Bin truck, you're in and out. You're seeing people. And I think Cody's pretty social like, but if Cody quit, I probably wouldn't look for another driver. I'd probably just sell it all.
I think my
I might keep the new one for me, just for our jobs,
yeah.
but the rest of it would go. I'd keep maybe two bins. The flat deck, I would keep the flat deck. I think it's useful. I like having it.
I feel like when you hook a bin on the job site, you are the hero of the job site. Like it's just an incredible thing to pick that bin up and then leave with it. Like you're relieving somebody of all their problems right then.
I, I love your take on
Like
this.
that is like no, you probably don't remember it the first time you hooked a bin and took it away.
I don't.
That's a hell of a feeling.
I remember the first time.
That
I
right
remember
now,
the first time the truck broke and wouldn't hook the bins off the fucking road, and I had to scramble around trying to figure out how to move the fucking bins with the truck that was broken. The first time, like again, I know you just got this truck, so I don't want to like.
oh, it's fine. I know it's
So
coming. Someday it'll come.
the first day that it breaks, and so say you get into this garbage bin business and start doing all these bins, and you got 7, 8, 10 bins around
Mhm.
town, and the truck breaks in that moment and you have no way to hook those bins up and people are calling you and they're fucking saying the city's coming and bylaw's fucking pissed, and that's when the romanticness of being the hero of the job site hooking the bin fucking fades very quickly.
I understand that, but for now it feels good.
Oh, yeah,
You
I
know,
bet it feels amazing.
it feels great now.
Yeah, I think it should feel amazing, and maybe it will for a long. If you're only using that truck for you, I bet it feels amazing for a really long fucking time.
Good. I hope so. Scott calls me. Hey, bin's full. No problem. I'll come pick it up. Need another one? Yeah, just flip the bin. Okay, great. Let's do that. You keep rolling. I'll bring you a fresh bin.
That's when you need two bins.
Well, yeah, I need more than One bin, that's for sure. Not much of a bin business with one bin, but we're $30,000 in on bins. We only have used one so far. That and they take up a lot of room, right? Like you're in the
Oh
yard.
fuck! Our whole yard is. Well, you've been to our yard.
Yeah.
There's fucking bins everywhere, littered all over the. When you walk around the yard, there's so many of them. You forget they're worth like 8 grand each.
Yeah. Because they're not to anybody but you, right?
Yeah.
To you,
Well,
they're a pile
the
of money.
aluminum ones are the aluminum ones, and the one we built for Cody for snow. They're worth even fucking more.
Yeah.
Those aluminum bins are probably $25,000 bins.
Yeah.
They just sit there rotting until it snows. One of them I don't even have a fucking truck for anymore. They fucking sold the truck. I'm hoping it works on the new truck. If not, I just have this. I might as well scrap it. Fuck am I gonna do with it?
Well, maybe
They
they fit
can't.
my truck.
They might. You can. I can measure the rails and tell you. Then you just got to run airlines to the back and a controller in it to run the tailgate.
Oh, they're not swing gate.
No, they're dump bodies for snow
Yeah.
that are on it. They're dump bodies on air, so you don't have to get out.
Yeah, so you don't have to get out. Yeah, I gotta get out. That's my least favorite part. Getting out and swinging the door. Does your tarp run off controls inside or outside?
Both. It has a remote and it has outside controls.
My tarp only has outside controls.
They said that the most people like the outside controls. They don't like using the remote, but
You
it has a remote.
you have to get out anyway to close the bin door and everything and open it and all that shit. So I don't mind.
Yeah.
But I probably will when it's freezing cold.
Cody's truck needs an actuator on the turbo and the air conditioning compressor or something. And there's some clamp missing off it. But I would almost guarantee you, as soon as those things are fixed, she'll never drive the new truck. They'll just sit in the yard rotting because I don't have enough bins to. I sometimes now I'm like, I don't understand why I bought this truck. Maybe out of like pure frustration of all the trucks being broken at the same time. I was just absolutely fucking pissed. Like, I don't understand why I did this, but we have it now, so we'll make it work.
I drove my bin truck to 3 estimates today
Nice.
because I figured I had to drop a load of topsoil right before doing the estimates. I'm like, well, I'm not going to go back and get the truck at the yard. I'll just take this thing. So, and people were impressed. Like, yeah, cost more than my first 2 homes. Here it is doing estimates.
I drove the bin truck, Cody's bin truck. Two big people ordered bins today. Cody had to have the day off for family reason, so I was in charge of the bin truck, and I drove it to drop off the first bin, and there was no one there. So I text. I said, "Oh, we're not coming till later. Just leave it on the opposite side of the road." That was like going to be on like a death corner. So I was like, I don't want to leave that there. So I texted him. I said, "Text me when you're ready for the bin, and I'll come back." It was like 10 minutes from the yard. And then the second guy, I went and got a coffee. Text him because he didn't want the bin till noon. He's like, "Yeah, I don't want that bin till Monday."
Oh,
Cool.
great.
And then I drove to the yard and I drove to this fill site and pushed soil all day. Because the soil pushing guy needed the day off too. So today I was being Mike, Cody, and Kyle. And to be fair, I'm not that great at being Mike. So it was a pretty weak mix today for me. I feel like I wasn't a very good Kyle. I wasn't a great Cody, and I'm never a very good Mike. So it was just a day of disaster all around.
Huh. I
Do
thought
we
it would be me today.
do we
What?
address the controversy right now that's been
Oh,
going
the
around?
the one thing that has really made my week good this week is finding that bottle of Diet Coke with
Do you drink it or do you
Chad.
are you still
Oh,
holding
I'm
it hostage?
never drinking it.
Ever? Don't
No,
let it go to waste.
that's the whole point. You can't drink it, and it's your bottle of Diet Coke.
Not worried about it, really.
I think you are. People who say they're not worried, someone saying they're not worried about it perpetuates that they are very worried about it.
I subscribe to that too. People who say I don't care,
They care.
they
Yeah,
care.
but you brought it up, not me.
That video, the video you made of the stealing my coffee, someone texted me and someone screenshot it and sent it to me. I'm like, this guy is fucking Tom Cruise. I said, I know, but I got his Diet Coke, so fuck him.
That's funny.
He might be great looking and extremely successful. I'm fat and ugly and not that successful, but I got his fucking Diet Coke. So I'll always have his Diet Coke. He'll never get it back.
I would be more concerned if you had my Dr. Pepper.
Ooh.
That would be something that I would want back.
Well, they don't put your name on the
Yeah,
Dr.
they don't
Pepper.
put your name on Dr. Pepper. So,
No. We got a new Bobcat T66
oh,
that got delivered on Friday. So seems nice. I'll never run it or do anything with it. And certainly wasn't going to buy an ASV after.
mine is for sale at a rock bottom price. Wait, miraculous.
Has anyone bid on that rock bottom price?
No, but someone said, "Can I use the NOFH discount code to buy?" I said, "Yeah, but it adds money."
That's great.
Yeah. So, no, it fixed itself and it runs fine now. I don't know what that was about. Still doesn't have a door, but runs fine.
The fuel rail just repaired itself.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was going on. Maybe it was too hot that day. I drained the fuel bowl, like there's a little button at the bottom of the fuel filter.
Yeah.
So I drained that all over the job site. Seems fine now.
Use that bitch.
You can run it. What else are you gonna do? Run it?
Obviously not sell it at a rock
Obviously
bottom
not
price.
sell it. Yeah. Yeah. I don't give a shit. We'll buy a new Kubota. So
The guys wanted it to. I wanted to get another 595 because it's been such a great. Everyone I've ever been around has been a fantastic machine. But
didn't they stop making them? Didn't they like change
they restarted making them again. They brought them back.
because the new model was such a train wreck.
At first, it was a train wreck. Yes,
The
but
model that replaced them was a train wreck.
the guys wanted. I asked the guys what they wanted, and they wanted a T66. So I don't ever fucking run the things.
Did I ask you if a SVL 97 fit in a bin?
Yeah, it does. But the bins are too. How long are your bins?
16 feet.
They're too short if you want to have the forks on. You gotta. So we pick up the fork. You know, you can pick up the forks in the bucket,
Yeah.
and then we drive them to the front of the bin and put them down. Then
Okay.
back out, then turn around, and then back up against the forks with the bucket on, and then it'll fit in the bin.
Do you load?
It might 16 feet. It might fit in your because our bins are 15, and it's like right on the fucking border of fitting. I think
Do you?
they might fit in yours, but they're as wide as our bins. Like they're scraping the sides to get in.
Does whenever you load it, does the bucket face the back or does the ass of the machine face the back door?
The bucket faces the swing doors, and then I put it in, and I drive it forward so that it's touching the swing doors.
Okay.
Because if you leave any gap in there and the machine
Yeah.
slides, it'll go right through the fucking doors.
We put a pallet at the back and back the ass of the machine up to it. Not saying it's the right way, it's the only way that the guys have done it for us so far. What
What's
about
a pallet?
what's a pallet? Like it's just a like
You're just put an empty pallet, Yeah. So I always put it in the other way, and then I put the bucket right against the fucking doors, so that way it doesn't scratch the shit out of it because if you do it the way you're doing it, it's going to slide back, and it's putting pressure on the pallet.
yeah.
So
What about skids or a shovel? Does the blade touch the back?
no, because the arms are always too long. 4-ton, your 4-ton would be really funky because it's got a fucking tilt rotator on it.
Shane brought the 4-ton before. It goes in the bin. The boom gets pushed to the side a bit, and then it fits, but you can't close the door. Like the door for the machine can't close.
Yeah, you have to leave them open.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to climb in and out of them and leave them open.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whatever works, whatever gets it there. Seemed to go okay. We can live with that.
Yeah, Cody always straps all the machines down so that they don't slide against the door.
I think if we can just put the blade up against the back door, we'll be okay.
Yeah, it would probably work. I've done that.
I gotta float it tomorrow off a job site.
I think the only thing you're gonna have a funky time with is trying to get the tilt rotator flat because it's so big. It's
Yeah.
it's a pain in the ass with a 4-ton and a swing bucket on it.
Yeah.
So with the tilt rotator on it, and because you got to make sure that thing's not going to bounce into the floor, right? You blow all the cylinders or whatever.
Yeah, you could take the bucket off and put the receiver flat against the ground.
That would maybe work too. Yeah.
Do it.
The problem is you got to make sure you don't, because that thing's going to be like with a 4-ton in the back of your truck, you're going to be 13.5.
Yeah, it seemed high whenever he brought him. Like, ugh, how did
13. So I can tell you in our trucks, like in Cody's truck, the 4-ton excavator in the truck is 13.6 exactly.
Yeah,
You got to measure I don't know how tall your truck is, but you should measure from the floor of the bin to the ground and then just Google cab height of a 4-ton. And then if you're under 13.6, you have to put the arm in and make sure it's below the height of the cab. Whenever Cody loads it, she backs up. And if the arm is higher than the cab, she knows she's fucked. She's got to adjust the machine. Because a 4-ton in your truck, I guarantee it is right on the nail of 13.6. If you end up with that elbow higher than the cab, if you pull the carney elbows up, you're fucked. Wow, you got to hit a bridge that's high, right? If the bridge is 4 meters, you're fucking fine. Doesn't matter. But if the bridge is 375, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Honestly, we stopped floating. I stopped floating excavators in the fucking bin because
I think I'm fine. Just unless I really need to, I'm fine to put it on the float. What's another 35 feet behind you on the float?
The other thing I never liked when the doors were closed, like the arm ends up putting weird pressure on the doors, and it's a weird pressure on the arm because I guess you could fold it forward and then put the blade against, like you were saying. I don't know. After Cody hit the one bridge, I was just sort of like, we do it the odd time, but it's pretty rare.
Yeah. Whatever. Not perfect for everything.
It works. You just have to be, whoever's driving the truck needs to be very, like Cody, the bridge Cody hit was like 13.25 or 3.4.5 or something. I don't know. It was like really low bridge. It's coming out of Queen's Park in Toronto. It's obscurely low bridge that she clipped. Wasn't like a standard. But actually now Cody hardly floats. See, there was a time when both the bin trucks and the other truck, like there was one year we did 185 float moves for one client.
That's a full-time gig.
It was like an endless full-time gig of just floating. Now we only have one client we do a lot of float moves for, and we probably do, I bet we still do 100 a year for them.
Wow.
But it's not like we were doing 185 for that one client, plus doing a bunch of other clients. We were constantly just moving equipment every day. But now, like, I'd say Andrew spends at least, well, there's 3 days this week. He's already done 3 float moves this week. So a float move a day, maybe. So, but we just floated all with the triaxle and the big tag now. We don't use the bin trucks. I mean, Cody went and got our flat deck has a really long ramp on it. So she takes the little asphalt roller that we rent off Rob for on that flat deck because it works the best for that. Because those things are a bitch to get up ramps onto a tag trailer. You gotta have like a piece of plywood and fucking. But we made a video. That's when we got in shit from the fucking security guard lady. She was having none of me on the fucking Canada Day. I'll tell you. She was like, "You can't be parked here. It's fire route." I'm like, "Okay, well, I attended a meeting where there was like the 3 heads of security for the entire campus, and they said as long as a driver was with the truck, we were okay to be in this area. And Cody was like literally with the truck. Said, nope, no truck can ever be stopped here ever, not one for 1 second. I said, I'm not sure how we're pouring all the cement and everything here then. And she said, that's not my problem. I'm here to protect everyone on this campus. And if there's a fire, everyone could die because of your truck. I said, I respect you doing a good job. And then I thought, what would Abraham Lincoln do to get $100 off a pile of wood? And I said, can I get your business card? She said, yep. I said, great. I'm just going to send an email. Yeah, they're campus security. They have to have business. Well, I don't guess they don't have to, but they all have business cards in case you have an altercation with them. Which I mean, I don't think this was a volatile altercation, but it was definitely a disagreement about what the rules were. So Jack had to send an email. And then the head of security said, yeah, no, you guys are following the rules. Continue on with what you're doing. And Natalie can suck it.
Maybe all my workers need to carry business cards in case you have an altercation with them. Because that seems likely.
Maybe.
We hit a gas line yesterday.
Ooh, really?
Yeah. It was not
Like
where it was
private or public?
private, like just a little line to the house. But it was not adequately buried, right?
How deep?
12 inches, maybe.
Oh, really?
You know, it was at the bottom of Scott's excavation. He calls me. He's like, hit a gas line. He was freaking out. He's like, I told the neighbors to evacuate. And I told the homeowner, the Enbridge was there in 15 minutes or whatever. They fixed it.
Did you get the TSSA bill yet?
No, not yet.
Last time we
or something like
hit a gas line like that, it was $8,000.
$8,000, like just a little residential.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm fighting that if that comes up.
You can't really fight it. We were
Oh,
gonna fight. We were gonna fight it, and then all that happens is the TSS. Like when we were this is like absolutely true story. So we had a little tiny gas line. We immediately pinched it, which you're not supposed to do, but we did it anyways because they charge you for escaping gas, right?
Apparently, Enbridge is supposed to, but they don't.
So
Especially if they weren't.
in our experience, Enbridge charged us.
Okay.
And then they had a crew of people there to fix the gas line. And part of the bill was we had videos and pictures. We had donuts and coffee with the Enbridge guys. Like but they invoiced us for 4 trucks that were never there and 12 people that never existed.
Yeah.
And then there was so the Enbridge bill was like $6,000, and then the TSSA fine was like maybe $2,500. So the owner at the time said, this is your problem. You hit the gas line. Fair enough. So I called them to say, hey, like I have pictures and video, like none of these people were here. Like everything that's on your invoice never happened. I have tons of video, tons of pictures. And they said, you have 2 choices. I said, okay, give me my choices. They said, 1, you pay the bill in full immediately. I said, okay, well, I feel like I don't like that choice. They said the second choice is that the TSSA is going to show up at your job site every single day doing full inspections, and your guys have to stop and have a meeting with them. And I said, okay, that seems intense. And they said, you can try us if you want. I said, all right, well, I'm not paying the bill. And they said, okay. And then the next day the TSSA showed up and
How
shut
did they
down
know
the
why
jobs
you were working?
because because we were still on the fucking job site.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but what if you leave that job site?
I don't know. I'm just saying they showed up and they held up the job site for 4 hours until the bill was paid.
What a fucking bunch of retards.
I'm just
Like
telling you what
extortion.
happened. Yeah. And I mean I think every time you go to dig, you by law you're supposed to, well, like every time you pull locates, the TSSA gets notified you pulled locates.
Which is fine. I'm not trying to hide that we're digging.
I know, but I'm saying that's how they know where you are. And they just keep sending inspectors. Oh, NDL pulled locates at this address. NDL pulled locates, just keep going. Anyways, it was literally like extortion. I said to them, this is like extortion. They said, yeah, it is. Pay the bill. I said, okay. we paid the bill. And then we never heard from them or saw them ever again. It was crazy.
Well, I asked my partner if he could a gas line before. This is our first one in 15 years. There's got to be some leniency for that. But um, he's like, oh yeah, it's just $1,000, TSSA fine.
Did fire
Okay.
trucks come out?
No,
Oh, that's another thing. Fucking fire trucks we got billed for.
Yeah, I figured so.
They never even stayed. They showed up and we're like, get the fuck out of here. We pinched the line. And they're like, okay. And then sent us a bill.
the client told me that the Enbridge guys spent more time shooting the shit out front than they did fixing the line.
If their client's not home, it becomes complex because they have to they have to um evac the lines or whatever because when a line gets hit, you can have a buildup of gas in the house that blows the house up or something.
Nice.
So you have to, there's some shit because our homeowner wasn't home when it all happened.
When you hit the line, are you supposed to back the machine out of there?
No, shut everything off immediately or die. And absolutely don't pinch the line. Pay for the escaping gas. The line I hit was 4 inches under the ground.
Yeah, that seems like not your fault.
Yeah.
And it was right. So, you know, how you have to go like 1 meter on either side of the locates. I
Yeah.
was like 0.95 away from the locate. 4 inches under the ground. $8,000.
Yikes.
Now, mind you, we're in Toronto, so maybe by the time you get out to fucking Cornwall, it's only $1,000.
Yeah. There's a sliding scale of how much this costs further out.
There
Yeah.
is absolutely a scale.
Well, yeah, everything's cheaper out here.
TSSA has a 1.7 star Google rating.
I think that's too much.
I can tell you, in my dealings with them, it's way too fucking much. In my personal dealings with them.
Why would their rating ever matter to anybody?
Right.
They still get to keep their job.
They don't care. You're right.
Yeah, I'm sure
They
for
don't-
most government organizations, their rating is really low. Like Service Ontario, Service Canada.
Oh, yeah. Anything government managed is a fuck around.
Anything government managed is a fuck around. I feel like that's accurate.
Yeah.
Having one bin would be terrible. We never once had one bin.
No, we have one.
Even from the get-go, we had 2 bins, I think.
It hasn't been that bad just yet because most of the guys are on a commercial site. Whenever we have two residentials going, then it's a problem. Then it would be a problem, I can see. But
We closed a residential job today.
us too.
That's our first closed residential job of the season. The mighty 27 grand.
That was about what mine was.
Nice.
Yeah.